everyone, and welcome to FPSA's Meet the Member series, where we spend a couple of minutes getting to know some of the really awesome people that are involved in our association. Today, we are talking with Dr. Alexei Peshkovsky from Industrial Sonomechanics. Thank you, Alexei, for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So to start off with, why don't you describe Industrial Sonomechanics and what you do? What makes you stand out?
Industrial Sonomechanics, at its core, is a research and development company, mainly focusing on commercial scale, production scale, ultrasonic liquid processing. Our equipment is used in a wide variety of applications. The most relevant for the food and beverage industry are infused product space, where our clients can take ingredients such as cannabinoids, terpenes, vitamins, bioactive alkaloids, things like that, that normally don't dissolve in water and therefore are very difficult to put into beverages or food, and convert them into water-soluble forms, liquid or powdered, so that they can be infused and remain stable in beverages or food. We're also very active in extraction, where these materials can be obtained from the plant matter or mushrooms, biomass, where they naturally occur, as well as in liquid degassing, which is the removal of entrained air bubbles or dissolved gases used in, for example, beer production or the aging of spirits.
That sounds awesome. It's too bad you don't do consumer-sized application because I could use some of this stuff in my kitchen. Things that Industrial Sonomechanics does, you talked about a little bit the products you provide, but what challenges do you solve for your customers?
Yeah, so it's a pretty complicated process that needs to happen in order to convert a water-insoluble material such as cannabinoids or bioactive alkaloids or other therapeutic ingredients, for example, into water-soluble states. With our technology, our customers can do it without having to be scientists or engineers. Not only do we offer the high-intensity ultrasonic equipment at any scale that our customers might require, but we offer all-in-one formulations. Formulations are combinations of food-grade ingredients that are optimized and designed to maintain stability in these water-soluble formulations. These are typically difficult to work out, but we've done all the R&D and basically put it in a jar for you, so our clients can simply follow standard operating procedures, which are very simple, and they don't have to have any specific expertise in this, so they can focus on what they do best, which is create awesome beverages and food products and not get bogged down in the R&D. We also make it possible to extract these materials into solvents that otherwise can't be used. For example, instead of using harsh organic solvents to extract a particular compound, you may just be able to use water with our equipment because it's an extremely high intense shear force creating equipment that breaks cell walls and makes it possible for these compounds to come out of where they naturally occur, which is plants or let's say mushroom cells. We also make sure that everything is described very well in the standard operating procedures. So again, even for extraction, our clients don't have to be scientists or engineers. You can just follow simple procedures and get the results that you would like.
That sounds like it's really, really useful and probably saves them a lot of money.
Yes.
And time. So for what that sounds like really awesome things that you've done and that you're currently doing. What does the future look like for you? Do you have new tech or plans coming up?
Yes. So up until about 2 years ago, we were mainly focusing on things like cannabis-infused beverages or terpene-infused beverages. But at this point, we believe that that has been very well worked out. We have thousands of clients all over the world using our technology for this purpose. And so our R&D efforts have shifted towards bioactive alkaloids. These are very interesting, very much in demand, but very challenging to convert into water-soluble states and to make sure that they remain stable indefinitely in beverages or in the form of effervescent tablets, for example, or quick disintegrating tablets that you could just consume directly. These include mushroom extracts, which are becoming increasingly popular. So we work a lot on converting them into water-soluble states and for extracting them, as well as things like mitragynine from kratom plant, which is also very popular and becoming increasingly popular, but it's very difficult to make water-soluble, especially with a pleasant taste and easy way of consuming, for example, as an effervescent tablet that can just be placed in water and dissolves quickly and goes clear in it. On the extraction side, we're working on full automation of our systems so that ultimately not only will our customers be able to use much milder solvents like water, for example, instead of a harsher solvent, but the process will occur basically automatically, where kind of like a Tesla, where you just set the destination and the equipment does most of the work for you, and you just collect the resulting product.
That is awesome. At FPSA, we are always excited to have our members talk about what they're doing to stay on the leading edge of consumer expectations. And it sounds like you are definitely right there in some very interesting and experimental markets with a lot of growth potential. So thank you very much for joining FPSA, for supporting our mission, and for sharing all this great information about what your company does. We really appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.